What's good, people? What is up? What is up? They went from the 4th level of hell and sent us down to the 7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse. And y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date? You giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you going to run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to, I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he started talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumps here everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see Cassie. Get me up in my DMs, I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Hey, y'all. Hey. We are here. We are back. We got our Red Bull. We doing all red today. Today is a red day, okay? Shout out to the Reds. Today is a red day. We got the red Red Bull watermelon. We got our red or white hat. We got a red shirt. It's a red day. How y'all doing, y'all? Let me post this on Instagram and YouTube and let the people know we live. I hope y'all are having a great day today. Hold on, let me post this link and bye. All right. So there we go. There is IG. Let me also post on YouTube. We're not gonna be here for a long time. We're gonna be here for a good time and not a long time. There it is. A good time, not a long time. Because I know we all need the weekend and the day to rest. Programming note, I am going to the FAMU versus Norfolk State game tomorrow, so I won't be able to do Silly Saturday tomorrow, but I might do it on Sunday. I might end up doing it. Would y'all be okay with the Sunday afternoon Silly Saturday, like say maybe around 3-4 o'clock? Would that be good? Put in the chat with like a 3-4 o'clock Eastern silly Saturday on Sunday, like Sunday afternoon, like 3-4 o'clock work. Y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat. Just posting this on YouTube so the people can't say they ain't know, because you know YouTube do be tripping. They do not like to give put notifications out there. So we have to do what we need to do. Child, we gonna get the we gonna get Paul, you trying to get stung by these people. Child, girl. You trying to get stung by the bee. Yeah, we gonna get that, Paul. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Y'all go ahead and y'all go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and share the video out. Hit the like button. Let's get the algorithm going. Get this party started, and let the algorithm start doing what the algorithm needs to do. All right. Hey, Jim Buddy. Happy Friday. I'm hearing that Trump and Kemp called the truce. We're going to talk about that too. You know that's in the dossier. Hey, Quake. What's going on? Boo Brown Mama. How you doing? Gabby, good to see you. Miss Bay Thing. Y'all still on y'all euphoric high from last night over in the Bay Area, Miss Bay Thing? Don't it feel good? Hey, Symmetry, how you doing, sweetheart? Looking beautiful as ever. Hey, Mr. Pisces, with your sexy light skin self. If y'all don't know, Mr. Pisces is a sexy, he's a part of the light skin coalition over there, and he real nice and sexy and real easy on the eyes. I'm just telling you what I know. Hey, Shay, what's good, boo? What is going on? See, Golden, glad you are here. I should try Jocko energy drinks. I never heard of it, Quake. I gotta look it up. I never heard of that before. I might get it. It's natural and easy on your system. Okay. I'm gonna have to go look for it. They have it in Publix. I'm just saying. Hey, Tracy W. But I never heard of it, though, Tracy. Not Tracy, Quake. I never heard of it. Lies. What lies? Child, Mr. Pisces. Sunday is good. Okay, glad be on. Child, we're gonna talk about it, Paul. Hey, Paul. What? Hey, I said you is an attractive young man. Mr. Pisces is fine, y'all. Don't get it twisted. He is fine. Not a little bit fine, real fine. Okay, Quake. I'm gonna look it up. She didn't need to be. Oh, we'll talk. We ain't even got there yet. Y'all already talking about Beyonce Skank. If Bruce can be the sexiest woman alive, I can be dark skin. I'm not doing this with you, Mr. Pisces. I am not doing this with you, you dark skin. Okay. Girl. Anyway, hey, Lock Queen, how you doing, my love? It is good to see you. Hey, little baby, what is up? Little baby? How you doing, my love? If I missed you, I'm sorry. I probably just missed it. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Actually, charge it to my eyeballs because you know the way these glasses is set up. Anyway, y'all, we ready to get this party started. Go ahead and put a shondo in the chat so that we can get this party started. Y'all want this party started right? Y'all want this party started quickly. Set it up. Yes, y'all. Listen, the way there will be an endless loop of set it off playing when we get to inauguration in January. The way they're gonna have that on an endless loop, they're gonna be strolling all the way from U Street all the way to the National Mall. Okay, it's gonna be a long ass line of AKAs strolling to set it off all the way from Not from U Street, from K Street all the way to the National Mall. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Hell, that shit might come all the way from Howard all the way there. It's gonna be coming all the way from Howard to the National Mall. Just a long line. Anyway, so hey, Miss Kiki, what's going on? Hey, Jeannie, what's up? Hey, Harold. Harold. Hey, Harold. How you doing today, Harold? Hey, 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 hey. Hey, El Sid, how are you today, sweetheart? How are you today, my lovely? So y'all doing all the divine what Divine Nine stuff tonight? I don't know what the Divine Nine is doing tonight. I don't know. I am going to the game tomorrow, little baby, the FAMU Norfolk State game. I am going to that game tomorrow. But I don't know what you talk about tonight, little baby. Tonight I'm finna lay my ass down and rest. Okay. That's what I'll be doing tonight. I got some TV to catch up on too. I did catch up on Big Brother. I did see that Brooklyn was going home. She needed to go home. She had to got out of pocket. But the fact that Quinn is still in the game is beyond my level of comprehension. I don't know how these stupid people on Big Brother keep letting Quinn skate by. It just baffles my mind. He done lied to everybody. He done told everybody's secrets. And then they catch him and figure out that everybody knows that he's lied. Everybody knows that he's lied to them. He's told false truths. He's told their secrets. And they still let this man stay on there. Girl, I can't. He would have been gone. I haven't seen Chasing Orlando, so I gotta watch that tonight too. I got some TV to catch up on. I ain't seen Chasing Orlando yet. Child, I'm kind of scared. I don't know what these people gonna hear yet. Hey, Quintessential Boo. Who got sent home? Somebody got sent home. Who got sent home? I haven't watched Chasing Orlando, but I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna watch her. We cut up every day, Jeannie. We cut up every day. You ready for a full glass of wine, child? Chasing was good. Okay, I'm gonna get around there today, y'all. That's my homework tonight. So I'm gonna get around there today. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna watch Chasing Orlando today. I might even be, I might be even talked into doing a review. Child, how long it's been since I did a review? I might be talked into doing a review. We gonna get there too, Quintessential. Hey, Montrez, what's good, bruh? What's up, David? How the hell are you? How the hell are you today, David? Child. David, they told me Trade coming over your house tonight. That's what they told me. David, is Trade coming to your house tonight? The feeds going down since last night. Oh, girl. Now y'all got me excited. I got to go catch up on Big Brother. I am caught up. I did watch last night's episode, but I ain't know about all of this tea with somebody using a racial slur. Child, who y'all think used the racial slur? Who y'all think it was? My prime suspects are Mackenzie, Tucker, or Leah. I think it's one of them three. I'm just telling you. It's one of them three. Mackenzie, Tucker, or Leah. I can see it being one of them. Oh, Trade on the way now? Child, they told me that, David. They told me you keep a piece of Trade over there, David. God! Shout out to all of the people who will be descending for their annual pilgrimage to Mecca. Those people who will be coming to Black Gay Pride next weekend, descending upon the city of Atlanta. Shout out to all of y'all. Hey, Monk Chip Boo. Hey, Terica. How you doing, girl? You think it was Leah, Terica? What three names did I just call? What was the three names I just said? Tucker, Mackenzie, or Leah. I just said those three names. And who did you say? Leah. Because she's a white girl who lives in fucking Miami. And these people, these white people and Hispanic people in Miami, I'm telling you, I'm born and raised there. They don't mind saying anything out their goddamn mouth. Child. Girl. Symmetry, we gonna have to get caught up, girl. We are behind. Girl, I know about all of this. Child. Anyway, we got to stay focused. Let's focus, pupils. Let's focus. All right. Girl, that is some tea. Girl, I did not hear that. I woke up late for work this morning. I'm sorry you woke up late for work. We did have a good time last night. Last night was worth waking up late for work. It was one of those moments you only get once in a lifetime. It's only going to be one first black woman. So last night might have been worth, us waking up a little late. So, and thank y'all so much again for all of those people. A lot of y'all poured in to this platform. Y'all donated and poured into the platform, and I am eternally grateful. Y'all almost had me over here by thug tears. Y'all know this thug over here can't be crying and stuff like that. I have a reputation. Girl. Anyway, let's get caught up with the campaign trail. So on the 7th day, she rested. So Kamala's campaign says she's taking the day to relax, release, and taking a day to take a breather, and she'll be back on the campaign trail in the morning, early in the morning. Hey, child, please stop. Hey, cross country cruiser, how you doing, boo? Right, doves cry, not thugs. Thugs, we don't cry. Just saying. We thugging it out on over here. Her anniversary was yesterday, so her and her husband might be getting it in. She throwing it back on him today. Listen, between Kamala and Gwen, they was throwing it back last night. Hey, real K-Fit, what's going on? Think about it. Let's just think about this. If you were Gwen Walls and your husband just accepted the nomination for vice president, when y'all go back to that hotel room that night, what is you doing? Come on now. Ladies and men who might throw it back to, hey, Miss Cookie Ray, if you are married to a man and he is nominated for vice president of these yet to be United States of America, listen, do you understand how you are expected to go back to that hotel room that night and throw it down? Right, balls to the walls, L said. Baby, pussy popping on the handstand hero. Listen, you kicking them kids out. Baby, you giving them the car and say, just go ahead, y'all. Y'all going on for a few hours. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Oh, okay. Baby, the way you supposed to be throwing it back. Hey, Tiffany Blue. Listen. Or if you Kamala and you have just accepted the nomination to be one of the most powerful human beings in the free world, you done had the night of your life. When you go your ass back to that goddamn hotel room and your husband walking there, baby, listen, the door don't even close all the way before y'all getting it down. Baby, y'all getting it down in the limousine on the way there. Tell the Secret Service, you go ahead and roll that, the little partition window up in the limousine. You go ahead and roll that up because we got some things that's about to go on. And it's your anniversary, your 10-year anniversary, same night. Baby, listen. Right, Jenny? How the song say? Bust it, baby. Bust. Everybody know that mine. But oh, wait, that's the wrong song. That's Bust It, Baby. That might be the wrong song. But you know what I'm talking about. Listen, you say Doug need to be eating it, child. Gabby, you know we putting footprints on ceilings, girl. You know them hotel room ceilings gonna have Oregon's Trail on it. By the time I get through, put my good footprints on them ceilings. Child. Cure. Y'all know I ain't lying. You know Doug was putting it down last night, had it. Girl. 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 I mean, I'm just saying, it was one of those nights. Baby, listen, I ain't mad at it, Kamala. I ain't mad at it, Gwen. Y'all got to get it in. Child, roll up the partition, please, while I get on my knees. Woo! Child. You say they're going to have to throw out the sheets, fuck around with you, Gabby? Child, I know what I'm talking about. Where's the children's ministry that's too grown for you? Child, please. Now you go eat that thing like a funnel cake. Y'all are stupid. Y'all are silly. Child. They having a good time over there. They is having a good time. Down to the Chicago. I'm sure it was a good night. I'm sure it was a good night. Awesome night last night. We had an awesome night here. It was just a great night. It was a great night. Some things from the campaign trail. So and I think it was either Jim Bunny or Symmetry. One of y'all mentioned it. So Donald Trump is now backpedaling and pussy popping again, because remember when he was over in Georgia like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, he drugged Brian Kemp. Republican Governor Brian Kemp, for everything he was worth. However, that was because he was still thinking, oh, I got Georgia. I ain't got to worry about Georgia. So I could just go over here and drag Brian Kemp, and I ain't got nothing to worry about because we do. Listen, we're going to take Georgia anyway without his help. Well, hold on, y'all. Well, he done backpedal and pussy pop because the polls are saying that Georgia is very much so in play. Very much so in place. Georgia at first was leaning red. Now Georgia is a toss-up. They don't know how Georgia's going to go. And I'm sure him getting on the campaign trail and dog walking not George, then dog walking Brian Kemp does not help, because there's a lot of centrist, moderate Republicans that love Brian Kemp. They voted for Brian Kemp twice. They love Brian Kemp. And so you alienating those people by dog walking Brian Kemp did not do a lot to help you out, sir. So now he's backpedaling and pussy popping. Let me read this real quick blurb. After publicly bashing him at a recent rally in Georgia, former President Donald Trump appears to be extending an olive branch to Governor Brian Kemp. Quote, thank you to Brian Kemp, Georgia, for all your help and support in Georgia, where a win is so important to the success of our party and, most importantly, our country. End of quote. And that's what Donald Trump wrote on Truth Social. The post comes after allies expressed frustration with Trump for his ongoing public criticism of the popular Georgia governor. Georgia is widely considered one of the most critical battleground states, and one in which the Trump campaign has grown increasingly concerned since Kamala Harris took over at the top of the Democratic ticket. Not only is Georgia in play, well, we know North Carolina is in play as well. Um, because of Mark Robinson. Now, Jim Bunny, I'm like you. Um, I'm like you. If I'm Brian Kemp, I'm telling that whole suck out my ass. If I'm Brian Kemp, I tell Donald Trump, suck my ass and die slowly. Or, however, y'all know how these people are. These people do any and everything in their power to get the attention of Donald Trump, to get his admiration, to get his approval. Any kind of way they can, they try to get his approval. So I expect Brian Kemp to go and kiss the ring and say, "Oh, appreciate it, Don, and I thank you for realizing that Georgia is important. We absolutely are here for you, and Georgia will be red again." I perfectly expect Brian Kemp to say some dumbass shit like that. Hey, YBS Mary. So now you over here backpedaling and pussy popping. Baby, the way I would have told him to kiss the fattest part of my asshole. Child. Child. You said I did an awesome job commentating and keeping us abreast during the week of DNC. Well, thank you. You know, that's we try to stay informed over here. But yeah, now I feel like I got to sneeze. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry about that. I felt that sneeze coming. Girl, I felt it. Now, Brian Kemp, privately, we all know Brian Kemp does not like Donald Trump. He does not. However, he understands that a large faction of the Republican electorate in Georgia loves Brian Kemp. Thank y'all. Not Brian Kemp, loves Donald Trump. And so he has to toe the line and play the game and, act like he likes Donald Trump. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, in his heart of heart and in his small circles, he can't stand Brian Kemp. Hey, L Love, I ain't even see you sneaking up in here on me. Child. Hey, Jay Parrish. So you got a lot of whack jobs down to the Georgia and some of the red rural areas of Georgia. Some of the areas that when you driving down I-75 and you go south of about Warner Robins, if you driving south on I-75 from Atlanta, once you go south of about Warner Robins, that's all red country until you get to about Valdosta. And that's about a good that might be about a good 125 miles or so between 125 miles between Warner Robins and Valdosta. That's all red country. That's all the areas your ass drive the speed limit. Because if you go 80 miles on I-75 in that area, they might throw your ass in jail. I'm just telling you what I know. That's all of them areas. You don't want to get no gas. You want your last gas stop is the Buc-ee's in Warner Robins. You stop at the goddamn Buc-ee's in Warner Robins. You fill up. You get back in your car and you don't fill up for gas again till you carry your ass to Florida. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm just being honest with you. You do not want to stop off the road between Warner Robins and Valdosta. Nowhere in between. They don't play them games. It's different down there. They got some real yahoos. It is Yeehaw Junction down there. It is Yeehaw Junction down there. Listen, they are not the one to be played with. Hey, crazy old body girl. Right here on Alabama is the same way. Step foot outside of Montgomery or Birmingham and see if those people don't remind you real fast. Go to Mississippi and step outside of Jackson, Mississippi. Ciao. Hey, Cams, where you been all week, husband? Y'all know that's my husband in my head. He been cheating on me all week. See what I got to deal with y'all. Child, you from Athens, Jim Bunny? You can listen. In some of these states, you better make sure you get your gas while you in the big city. Because, baby, you do not want to stop off for gas in some of these small towns. Sundown towns are real, real, real. Child LC, what was you? We had a whole wedding planning session. We planned out colors. We planned out what we was gonna eat at the reception. It was all planned out. Everybody decided if they was gonna be in a bridal party, where their place was gonna be in the bridal party. We had a whole live about it. Hey Ronald, what's good, bro? Listen, Ronald, I don't think we added you to the members only chat, and I see you a member. Make sure you send me a DM on Instagram so we can add you to the members only chat. So, but anyway, back to what we were saying. So Donald Trump is trying to make amends with Brian Kemp so as to try to make an impact over there in Georgia. I think it might be too late, Donald John. It really might be too late. Because you can't tell me if Joseph Robinette can win Georgia, you mean to tell me Kamala can't? I'm just saying. Now, I haven't heard I ain't heard nothing from as a matter of fact, I take that back. I did read something maybe about 30 minutes ago. That the I was reading I was on thehill.com, and I did read where Brian Kemp did exactly like I told y'all, where he said he endorsed Donald Trump. He did. I remember seeing that. If you give me a second, let me see if I can pull that up. Hold on. Here it is right here. Okay, so Georgia Governor Brian Kemp said in response to Donald Trump, he said, quote, "We got to win. We got to win from the top of the ticket on down. We need to send Donald Trump back to the White House. We need to retake the Senate. We need to hold the House." End of quote. That's what Brian Kemp said. Child, the way these people carry the water for that young man and acquiesce to his demands and bend the knee to him, I can't do it, honey. The way they give up the way they take their own nuts, chop them off, serve them on a silver platter to that young man is beyond my level of comprehension. Because I nowhere in my body would I have it to do with somebody who gave me their ass to kiss. You want me to go over there and you can do all of the apologizing that you want. We don't play them games. See, but that's the Capricorn in me. The Capricorn in me, oh, if you don't like me, you better be damn Skippy. I can't stand your stinking ass either. You can stay your ass the fuck over there. All of them apologies. Oh, you apologize? Great. Did that make you feel better? Good. You still ain't shit. Get away from me and go with God. I don't have that type of time. We don't do apologies over here. Hey, TJ, we don't do apologies and all of that bullshit over here. We don't be doing that shit. Child, they be with that bullshit. Child. Anyway, I mean, it's beyond my level of comprehension, y'all. Beyond my level of comprehension. In other news, a poll came out today that says that Kamala Harris is now within the margin of error in the great state of Texas. Now, this is just a poll, which is just a snapshot, just gives you a little insight. It doesn't, reflect, what will happen on election day. But just like in Florida, where Dems refuse to spend money, but are in the margin of error. Same thing in Texas. And if you look at the trends, and the voting trends in Texas, Governor Hot Wheels and all of the Republicans in Texas are very afraid because every election cycle since Obama's first term, Obama lost Texas by double digits. But every election cycle, the margin of the margin has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. And even when in 2020, Joseph Robinette lost Texas by, I think it was either 6 points or 8 points. Somebody will check me on that, I'm sure. But I know it was in single digits. Now this poll says that Texas is within the margin of error. According to the poll, they said Trump is holding a lead of less than 5 points. Trump has 49.5% of the votes, whereas Kamala has 44.6% of the votes, and that's less than 5%. That poll also factors in Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's getting 2%. That factors in Jill Stein, who's getting a little less than 1%. That factors in Chase Oliver, who's getting 0.5%. And that factors in 2.7%, who said that they were undecided. So as you can see, this is yet within the margin of error. Kamala Harris is actually she's actually 4.3 percentage points higher than where Joseph Robinette was. So that is that is encouraging. What bothers me is somebody just joined membership while I was reading that article. Hold on. What bothers me is, did I miss it? Hold on, y'all. Oh. All right, Miss Cookie Ray. Thank you for becoming a member, Miss Cookie Ray. Make sure you send me a DM on Instagram so you can be joined to the members only chat. Listen, Harold, y'all be nice to the new people in the members. You know, we be wild. We be buck wild in the members only chat. Don't say I ain't warned you, honey. We have a good time though. Anyway, but what it's encouraging that in states like Florida and Texas, Kamala is polling within the margin of error, meaning it's winnable. However, what discourages me is the fact that you real nice to everybody. Harold is nice, but he been nice lately. Don't let him go on one though. Anyway, what is not encouraging to me is the reluctancy of the Democratic Party to put money into these states that are absolutely winnable. States that are absolutely winnable. Exactly. So Jeff, these people are losing their minds because places that they feel like, oh, I don't have to worry about these states. They now have to spend money. And Donald Trump, we've seen his fundraising has gone lower and lower every week since this race flipped and Kamala was at the top of the ticket. She's absolutely out raised more money than him in the last month. However, right now they're only allocating those monies to the battleground states, and most of it, the lion's share of the money, is being devoted to Pennsylvania. However, a state like Florida and Texas by themselves dwarf Pennsylvania. If they spent the money and could flip a Florida, let me see. Let me get the exact numbers. Hold on. Let me get the exact numbers for you because that's why to me it just makes no sense to me. Okay. So Pennsylvania has 19 votes, right? Florida has 30. Let me say that again. Pennsylvania has 19 electoral college votes. Florida has 30. In my estimation, and to me, it makes more sense that if I'm in the margin of error, why don't I put a good amount of money over there and really do battle over there and see if I can't flip and get that 30? Because the 30 is worth, if she could flip a Florida, a lot, you could take 2 or 3 of those battleground states and say, well, screw it, I don't really need y'all like that. You know what? And you could lose a couple of those battleground states and still win. Texas is 40, 40 electoral college votes. 40. I'm just saying. Listen, with Florida alone, that could that would equate the same amount of votes with Florida alone is basically Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Arizona right there. Because that Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Arizona are only 31 points together. Nevada only has 6 electoral college votes. Arizona has 11. Wisconsin has 10. Minnesota has 10. I'm just saying, I'm just doing the math. And we're doing the math talking about states that are actually competitive. These are competitive states. And we talked the other day about ways that you can win some of these competitive states. There are ways to win these competitive states like Texas. We talked about doing one of two things: shoring up your Democratic bases, meaning getting the vote out and getting those Democratic strongholds like the Big Four, which is San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Houston areas. Also bringing in areas like El Paso, also bringing areas like Wichita Falls, also bringing in areas like a Corpus Christi, Galveston areas, which are also susceptible to go blue. And then there are some areas that have a high concentration that are rural, but have high concentrations of black votes over in rural eastern Texas, over there like Tyler, Texas, and places like that. There are areas, so it's winnable, but you just have to know how to work these areas and be willing to put in the work. And I just feel like it's missed opportunities, because what would that be like if you went over there and you campaigned in Texas and you could flip Raphael Cruz's seat and turn that blue? Or if you went to Florida and you could flip Trick Scott's seat and turn that blue. Those are seats that can make up for the seat that you're going to lose to Joe Manchin over there in West Virginia. Those are seats that if you can win those, even if John Tester loses up in Montana, you still can keep the Senate. You got to think strategically like that. And I'm not the smartest person in the world, and I know that there are people smarter than me on the Harris campaign. And I don't know why these conversations aren't, I'm not saying they're not being had, but why we don't see people, why we don't see them going out and doing that. Now, I'm not saying the conversations are not being had, but maybe when the conversations are had, they're deciding to go in the other direction. These places are winnable. I'm sure those of you all in Texas would love for your state to flip, because it would give Governor Hot Wheels a fucking, he would go into cardiac arrest. Governor Hot Wheels would go into goddamn cardiac arrest and threaten to secede from these yet to be United States of America if and when Texas flips blue, and if it happened under his watch. Excuse me. And it's a lot of us over in Texas. A lot of us. Child, I keep telling y'all need to take a whole vat of Crisco oil, roll up there to Austin, and just, coat that wheelchair ramp down to the governor's mansion with a nice thin layer of Crisco oil and push his ass down that goddamn ramp. I'm just saying. So that's why I wanted to let y'all hear what some of these electoral college votes are, because you be hearing them saying, oh, we got to win Arizona and Nevada and some of these states that's giving you that many electoral college votes. And if you have the money and the resources and you can put it into some of these states that can give you more bang for your buck in terms of votes, why is it not worth doing that? Why is it not worth doing that? For example, people talk Georgia. You know how many electoral college votes Georgia has? Georgia has 16. Florida has 30. 30. North Carolina, 16 votes. Florida has 30. That's almost twice as many. Why is it not worth? And you're talking North Carolina, which is one of the reddest of red states, but they're campaigning in North Carolina and it's competitive and they are spending money over there. Why not put money into states that can give you way more votes? See, I'm trying to look at all of the paths to victory, not just singular paths. Because to me, I feel like what they do is they turn on cable news and they only listen to the pundits on the CNNs and the MSNBCs and stuff like that, instead of saying, okay, let's map our own, let's get our own path to victory, which may look different than what they're talking about, because you always highlighting these same 6 states. I've said this and I'm gonna say it again: when you only highlight the same 6 or 7 states, it makes others in other states feel like, well, if them the only states that matter, why I need to go vote, negating the fact that many of those other states you need, because you have congressional races, you have senatorial races, and those other states have state legislature elections that are even more important to me than the presidential election. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm just saying. Right. Waco, Killeen, Lubbock, Odessa, a lot of those areas in Texas where you got college towns. In Florida, if they could just simply reclaim the I-4 corridor, that's enough to win Florida. The reason that they lost Florida is because they lost the I-4 corridor. And when they lost the I-4 corridor, that pretty much cemented them losing Florida. That pretty much cemented it. If they can win, and people are like, what is the I-4 corridor? I-4 corridor in Florida is I-4 goes across the center of Florida. So it goes Tampa, it goes Orlando, it hits Tampa, St. Pete, then Orlando. Well, actually, St. Pete, Tampa, Orlando, and then ends up over near Daytona. If they can win the I-4 corridor, they're going, because they're going to get Palm Beach, they're going to get Broward. Miami-Dade has really become more purple because the Cubans down there are insufferable. And so there's a lot, the Cubans already had the majority of votes in Miami. Miami-Dade, the Latino percentage of Latinos in Miami-Dade, I think was at like 56 or 57%, close to 60% of the population of Miami-Dade County is Latino, and the lion's share of that is Cuban, and they are staunchly Republican. So depending on how they feel and the candidate, it's a toss-up where they can go and how they vote there. If black people come out and vote in droves in Miami-Dade, they can it can go red. But if black people say, yeah, I ain't really, got it to do, or I don't really like this candidate, it tends to sometimes go blue, like it did with Joseph Robinette. I'll be honest with you. A lot of black people in Miami-Dade did not go because they did not like Joseph. You talk about unlikable with Hillary Clinton. A lot of black people in Miami-Dade did not like Joseph Robinette and did not go and vote. And Miami-Dade turned red in 2020. Joseph Robinette also lost the I-4 corridor. The faction of the Latino population that was historically always blue and loyal to the Democratic Party was the Puerto Rican base, which is over there in the Orlando area, and even they went red. Orlando area went red and voted red last time. That base, that Puerto Rican base of voters in that Orlando area flipped because they honestly just didn't like Joseph Robinette. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So you got to know, you have to know those particular states and those areas. But listen, I would be going for the big wins, the big states. I'm just saying, you got the money, why not? Anyway, I done spent a lot of time on this. I wanted to break that down. That's the kind of breakdown you only get over here. They're not breaking politics down like this in some of these places that decide to just do politics this week because they saw the DNC. They can't give you this type of breakdown. I'm just trying to tell you what I know. Anyway, so yeah, that is that. In other political news today, we know that Robert F. Kennedy has suspended his campaign and has endorsed Donald John. Yep. Robert F. Kennedy has exited the race, and he says he will now throw his support behind Donald John. Okay. What do you have to say about that, L. Teddy? Okay. Robert F. Kennedy, you were in single digits everywhere across the country. Single digits. Please be clear. Let me help you understand something. Listen. Your daddy has gone on to be with the Lord. Your uncles, all of your uncles, have gone on to be with the Lord. That includes John Fitzgerald. That also includes Ted Kennedy. The Kennedy name, many of you all, Robert F. Kennedy, and a lot of your family have bastardized that name. People don't see it for y'all like that no more. There's not been a Kennedy of importance since Ted Kennedy. And I guess he thought that because my name is Robert F. Kennedy, that was going to garner him some favor or some votes and things like that. You're delusional. And I got a news flash for you. Most of the people that were going to vote for Robert F. Kennedy were people who did not want to vote for Donald John Trump. So you saying, oh, I'm putting all my support to Donald John Trump does not translate to the people that were going to vote for you going to Donald John Trump, because most of those people tend to be independents and tend to trend or lean left. What makes you think that they're going to go over and then vote for Donald John? I'm just trying to understand. This. Sir, we have nothing. I mean, sir, sir, we have nothing for you. All we have for you is a hearty go with God. I mean, you suspended your campaign. We couldn't tell you ever started the campaign. Suspended the campaign. When did it start? When did your campaign start, sir? The one that you're allegedly suspending. Sir, can I get a collective go with God in the chat? Can I get a hashtag go with God or a go with God emoji in the chat? Because we really don't care about you, sir. I heard that he's supposed to show up at the Trump rally today. We don't care, sir. Trump said, oh, I have a big surprise tonight. If your big surprise, Donald John, is this bastard, we don't care. I promise you, we don't. We really don't. Sir, we say this with all the due love and respect. Go with God. In other news, child, these people really be delusional and suffer from what we like to call delusions of grandeur. I'm just saying. These people really be suffering from delusions of grandeur. Now, that is Kamala speaking at the at Sigma Gamma Rose Boule. Now, Donald John thought thought he was gonna do his big one and go about disrespecting Kamala and simultaneously do a roundhouse donkey kick to Sigma Gamma Rho at the same time. I should probably remind you, Donald John, um, the Divine Nine are not the ones that you want to play games with. Do y'all want to hear what let me let y'all hear what he said. Hold on, I have the audio. Hold on. Hold your line. Hold your line. Okay. Here we go. All right.
A party. She went actually to a party, and you know that she went to a party, a sorority, party or something.
The sorority party. Yep.
And a very unimportant one. They have them numerous times during the year. It's a shame. And where, one thing I'd like to know, as you know, well, she went to a party. She went actually to a party.
So that's what the man said, right? Well, y'all know how. Listen, we got members of Sigma Gamma Rho that be right over here in my chat. Shout out to Janae, who's a member of Sigma Gamma Rho. Well, Sigma Gamma Rho came out with a statement. Their 26th International Grand Basileus, Marika T. Harris said, quote, in a statement. Here's what she said in her statement. Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated is a leading international nonprofit community service organization. As a professional women's organization for over a century, our mission has been to enhance the quality of life within the community. This organization has over 100,000 members and 500 chapters worldwide and continues to build on its legacy of sisterhood, scholarship, and service. During the 60th Biennial Boule in Houston, Sigma Gamma Rho generated a substantial $10 million economic impact, along with over $550,000 in philanthropic impact that directly benefited the Houston metropolitan area. These widespread efforts support the Boule theme, Amplify Greater. Our public meeting was an opportunity to commemorate the philanthropic efforts of our sisterhood. Vice President Kamala Harris brought forth greetings to an audience of community leaders, entrepreneurs, civic leaders, and corporate partners. This historic occasion was broadcast via hundreds of media outlets globally, which amplified the reach of this event to an at-home audience. Her message aligned with the critical issues that Sigma Gamma Rho sought to address during the Boule, such as education, women's rights, maternal health, mental health, general wellness, voting rights, food disparities, and financial support of underrepresented populations and youth. This event was not a party or unimportant, as referenced by former President Donald Trump, but an opportunity to highlight our organization's achievements and reaffirm our commitment to service. The primary purpose and focus of Divine Nine organizations is to remain committed to community awareness and action through educational, economic, and cultural service activities. The reach of the Divine Nine is over 2.5 million, with the second largest impact after the Black church. And that was the statement by the International Supreme Basileus, Sigma Gamma Rho. Let me help you understand something. This is not the hill you want to die on, Donald John. You over here pissing off black women. You over here pissing off the Divine Nine. That's a quick way to get gutted. I don't know what to tell you. I just want you to understand the way that black women mobilize. People credit the Martin Luther Kings of the world and the Huey Newtons and the Frederick Douglasses for all of the major movements of this community. But let's be clear. The backbone, Janae, we just over here talking about your sorority. The backbone of every movement within our race has been black women. The way that black women mobilize, organize, and get shit done is impeccable. These are not the people that you want to piss off. I'm just telling you what I know. These are not the people. I'm muted. Am I muted? Oh Lord, hold on. Am I muted? Hello? It doesn't say I'm muted. Okay, y'all can hear me. Oh, okay. These are not the people that you want to piss off. These are not. If y'all somebody need to go over there and tell them this is not the best strategy to try to beat Kamala Harris. You over here calling Sigma Gamma Rho National Boule, Grand Boule unimportant. Sir, the woman, the International Supreme Basilisk just told you, Divine Nine alone, accounts for 2.5 million people, college educated people. And I know for all of the male, for all of the fraternities, and I'm sure it's probably the same for the sororities, you have to show proof that you are registered to vote to become a member. I'm telling you, for all of the male fraternities, you have to show proof, meaning you have to give them a copy of your valid voter registration card just to apply to be a member. These are 2.5 million registered voters. Y'all be over here talking about the United Auto Workers with their 1 million people retired and unretired. This Divine Nine is 2.5 million black voters. And you know what black voters do? That means of that 2.5 million, you probably gonna have 2.3 of them, 2.3, closer to 2.4 million of them that's gonna vote Democrat. And then you forget, you also forget that these people also have family, friends, and loved ones that are not a part of the Divine Nine, but are attached to them and that they can bring to the polls too. Y'all be pissing off the wrong people. I don't understand the strategy over there. But keep it up, Donald. Keep it up. You about to get dog walked in the polls. You about to get embarrassed. You about to get really embarrassed. I don't know what to tell you, Donald John. I don't know who's advising you over there. The Republican Party keep trying to tell you, sir, this ain't it. Please stop. Stay on record. Stick to the program. You over here don't want to stick to the program. Well, sir, you're going to get dog walked. You're going to get what you're looking for. I'm just saying, you're going to get what you're looking for. We love you, Sigma Gamma Rose. We love y'all. We have an unfortunate update in the Breonna Taylor situation. I was sickened when I read this earlier today. The federal judge in the Breonna Taylor case is dismissing felony charges against two of the officers who got the warrant to enter Breonna Taylor's home, and that would be Detective Joshua James and Sergeant Kyle Meany. They were charged with submitting a false affidavit to search Breonna Taylor's home before the raid, and then creating a fake cover story to avoid responsibility after her death. After her death during the raid. They were also charged with felonies for using a dangerous weapon to deprive Breonna of her Fourth Amendment right to defend herself against unreasonable search. But U.S. District Judge Charles Simpson says there's no link between the warrantless entry and Breonna's death, claiming the immediate cause of her death was the fact that her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, shot at the officers who responded with lethal force. Dropping the weapons charges is a huge victory for the officers who could have gotten life sentences if they had been convicted. These two gentlemen were actually at the actual raid where these weren't like the remember there was the white lady that put the false the white police officer lady that had made the false or had the fictitious warrant, the made up warrant, but these two gentlemen were actually there and involved in the killing. They still have charges that they're facing. Sergeant Meany is facing one charge of false statement to federal investigators, while Officer James has been charged with 2 counts of falsification of records, conspiracy to falsify records, and witness tampering. So they're lowering this. You see what's happening here. Y'all see what's happening here. Now, it should be noted the federal judge that is on this case is a Trump appointee, which goes back to why it's important for us to take back the Senate, because the Senate is where judicial appointments happen. Judicial appointments happen via the United States Senate. The president will make a nomination for appointment, and that appointment gets certified through the Senate. The Senate is the one who actually puts these people on the benches after the president makes their nominates the person. Remember, Trump nominated close to 300 judges to the bench, to the federal bench. This is why we can't just, we can't just focus on the top of the ticket presidential race. We have to talk about the Senate. We have to talk about the House, and we have to talk about these state elections as well, because these are things that are important. Even if, notwithstanding, remember, federal appointments to the bench are lifelong appointments. These are lifelong appointments. There's no tenure to a federal judge on the bench. None. So those hundreds of federal judges that Donald John and Mitch McConnell got on the bench, they are there until they die. So we gotta vote. This is another horrific story. This is coming out of New York City. So the young man you see right there, his name is Elijah Mitchell. Let me read this to y'all real fast. This bastard. A parks worker for New York City accused of fatally shooting a man at a migrant encampment in Brooklyn has been indicted on charges, including murder as a hate crime, a prosecutor said on Wednesday. Authorities allege Elijah Mitchell, 23, of Queens, was upset that migrants were living in Steuben Playground, which he was assigned to clean as a temporary worker. They said that he shot Arturo Jose Rodriguez Mercano, age 30, from Venezuela, in the chest on July 21st. The shooting came 3 days after Mitchell and Rodriguez Marcano got into an argument at the park. Quote, this premeditated and cold-blooded homicide is outrageous on many levels, not least because the alleged motive was hatred toward new arrivals to our city, end of quote. And that's a quote from Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez in a statement. On July 18th, Elijah Mitchell allegedly started yelling and ripping off tarps at the migrant encampment. Rodriguez Marcano confronted Mitchell and they argued, according to authorities. Mitchell then went to a vehicle and came back with a gun in his waistband, which he showed to Rodriguez Marcano before being pulled away by other park employees. 3 days later, District Attorney Eric Gonzalez says Mitchell returned to the park and shot Rodriguez Marcano. Mitchell pleaded not guilty during a court appearance on Wednesday. He is charged in the indictment with second-degree murder as a hate crime, second-degree murder, illegal possession of a weapon, menacing as a hate crime, and menacing. Bail was set at $350,000 cash or $2.5 million bond, and he was ordered to return to court on October 23rd. Elijah Mitchell's public defender did not immediately return any phone calls or emails by the outlets to which I got this. Listen, you're an animal. The man was a temporary worker for New York City and got mad because the migrants were there and started ripping the people's tarps off their encampment. So what you thought they was gonna do, just sit there and let you do it? Of course the man got up and said, bro, what you doing? What the fuck you doing? You got mad, wanted to flex, went and got your gun, brandished your gun, and left. And you sat there for 3 days and thought about that. Sat there for 3 whole days and thought about that and then decided to come back and shoot the man. I don't know how this is second-degree murder. To me, this is first-degree murder. It might have been second degree if he would have shot the man in the heat of their argument. You know what I'm saying? If in the heat of their argument that day he got mad, pulled out his gun and shot him. Okay, that's second degree. But you went your ass home and 3 days later went back and shot the man dead. Nah, bruh, that's first degree. That's first degree. First degree murder. I don't know how we're supposed to look at this. I'm just saying. So, now some of the, I just want y'all to understand, because there's a part of this that's going missing. Some of these same talking points and some of the vitriol that you hear, conservatives throw at immigrants, and some of the divisive language that you hear on television and in mainstream media, geared toward immigrants and people that are just coming here to try to live a better life. A lot of our people ingest that and try to use that as a way to have their own supremacy and feel like they can tell people, go back where you came from, or we don't want these people here. And that's just not the right, that's not the right way to, that's just not being civil. That's just not a right way to look at other human beings. Because let's be clear, this ain't the greatest place on earth. And you got a lot of people coming here because staying where they were may have been a safety to life issue. Them not leaving may have been the difference between them being in the ground. So, yeah. It's definitely something that's unfortunate and tragic and sad. I'm going to warn you. This is a trigger warning. I was sent a video today And yeah, I'm going to play the video, but I should caution you. If you are easily angered and upset, this is certainly the spikiest of sugar spiky videos. But I have to sometimes remind you all what we're fighting against and what we're up against on the other side. Because so many people are over here flip-flopping, and so many people are, trying to justify why we are over here screaming from the rooftops. Let me remind you of the people in this country and what we're up against.
Racism isn't bad, okay? So it's not bad to be racist. Because racism is a discrimination factor, which we use all the time.
Yeah, and everyone all around the world, all races, is racist.
Yeah, and you should
white
be,
people
though.
are the only ones that get criticized for it.
Like, if you're black and you see a group of young black guys rolling up, dressed all hood, acting suspicious, you should make a stereotypical assumption that there's potential issues, and you should probably not hang out in that vicinity unless you are loaded with a gun and you're wanting a fight. I want to re-educate people into understanding that racism doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a better friend, a better husband, a better father, and it makes you a better person. And it doesn't mean that you don't like it doesn't mean that you're against, like, some people are against miscegenation and race mixing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're against that stuff. It doesn't even mean that somehow you don't have friends. Like, people are like, oh, I'm not racist, I have black friends.
Yeah.
Be racist with black friends.
Exactly. I
Because
have tons of black friends. I think they respect the fact that I'm honest to them.
Correct.
And all these liberals, like, during BLM, like, washing their feet and shit, and they're surprised that the racist guy is the one that has all the black friends. They're, like, confused. It's like, yeah, because I treat them fucking like people. I call them out on bullshit. I don't censor myself around them.
Well, that's also why it's, like, humane. It's like, I'm carrying a gun, and so if I go around that group of black guys, I'm going to kill them. And so I'm actually, by being racist, saving black lives because they're not dead because I chose to not engage.
What do y'all want me to do with that? What do you want me to do with that? I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. This is what we're up against. All of this talk about, oh, well, some of these people have to die off. I keep telling y'all, the racists are getting younger. The Gen Z fucktards, they are, in many cases, more racist than their fathers. They are the type of racists like their great-grandfathers were. They're that type of racists, okay? A lot of these young white people, their level of racism is worse than their parents. They have the level of racism and hatred that their great-grandparents had. I'm just being honest with you. And we have to understand what we're dealing with. We are not dealing with people that we can, have a true and real conversation with, because these people believe that. They absolutely believe what they're saying. This isn't something that's on the fringe of young white people. We've seen video after video after video of these people doing these things. Remember the video we did like last year, maybe a year and a half ago? I think it was up in the state of Washington, where they had the little white girl at the school board, and the little white girl was saying all of that horrible stuff about black people, all of the horrible stuff about the little black girl that wasn't trying to do nothing but read the black poem and read the black book. It's perpetual. This is what we're dealing with. Right. The Gen Zers, they're not trying to be covert at all. Green Girl, they are very overt. They are very in your face and brash about it. They want you to know. Like, there is no way that you can rationalize with this level of racism. There's no rationalizing with that. No way to rationalize with this. But this is what we're dealing with. I got to move on before I spike the fuck out. In our last sugar spiky story of the day, God, thank you, Lord, we are done with the sugar spikes. I didn't even, you know what? I ain't even, where's Larry? Because I see y'all about to spike out, and I ain't even give y'all no parts of Larry today. You know what? Because we all about to spike out. Larry, please help us. Where you at, Larry?
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long now, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Yeah, I think y'all needed that. You know, I saw some of y'all in the chat spike it out. I saw, hey, little bit Kush Pepper. I saw some of y'all in the chat about to spike the fuck out. We needed Larry to come and help us. Help us. Thank you, Larry. Thank you so much. Hey, Morgan. So, dear God above, these four ladies are former employees of the Department of Corrections down to the Fulton County. Let me read this real fast. In a shocking turn of events, four Fulton County jail workers, Laquana Ballard, Regina Harris, Anaziah Silas, and Breacia Tate, have been charged with providing inmates with contraband items such as phones and cigarettes. This scandal has brought to light the issue of corruption within the correctional system and has raised concerns about the security and safety of inmates and staff members. The allegations against these jail workers paint a troubling picture of misconduct and disregard for the rules and regulations that are in place to maintain order and control within the facility. By providing inmates with unauthorized items, such as phones and cigarettes, these employees not only compromised the security of the jail, but also enabled criminal activity to take place behind bars. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office announced the arrest of four contract workers: 34-year-old Laquana Ballard, 26-year-old Regina Harris, 24-year-old Anaziah Silas, and 26-year-old Breacia Tate. All four are charged with supplying various forms of contraband, including cell phones and cigarettes, to inmates. In addition to the contraband charges, Laquana Ballard is accused of sending explicit pictures and videos to an inmate, while Breacia Tate is accused of engaging in sexual activity with an inmate. The accused former employees all worked on the same two floors of the jail. Investigators have also connected four inmates. Have also connected four inmates to these crimes, charging them with conspiracy to commit a felony and possession of prohibited items. Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt released a statement condemning the actions of the former employees, stating, quote, "These women unfortunately chose to be on the wrong side of the law by fraternizing with residents. They will now have to face the consequences for the crimes they are accused of committing," end of quote. The sheriff's office has concerned that this is an ongoing investigation and additional charges may be forthcoming. The allegations against the Fulton County jail workers highlight the need for greater vigilance and diligence in ensuring the safety and security of correctional facilities. By addressing the underlying issues that led to this scandal and implementing measures to prevent future occurrences, we can work together towards creating a more secure and accountable correctional system for all involved. Baby, baby, baby shark, doop, doo 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 doo. Let me tell you something. Laquana and Breacia saw all of them menses. I'm just gonna assume it's menses. They could have been at the female facility for all I know. But right now, I'm just gonna make the assumption that they saw the menses. Okay, hey V Carter, up there down to the Fulton County jail and told them, y'all around here playing around with these men. Why don't y'all come and bust me down? And they bent it on over and started getting their back blown out. Because, see, the cigarettes and the phone, that's little bitty shit. We know getting a phone in jail is real easy. Hell, Big Eric, who's in prison for murder, ATL Tay, they got whole OnlyFans accounts and shit from jail. Okay? And Ben had them. Baby, phones in jail ain't nothing. The real crime here is them girls was over there getting they room plunged, getting they box beat in. Okay? They got their box beat in. They looked at them men, looked at them dick swanging, knew that they hadn't had no cooch in quite some time, and probably did like the song said, toot that thing up, mommy, make it roll. See, this is why I can't be I can't be a correctional officer. Because I know some of the men in there be looking real good. And they'll do anything. They'll throw you a little dick. They'll have me right up on here on this little 4 screen. In one of these little 4 boxes. Talk about L. Teddy was up there getting his back blown out by half the floor. And y'all will be calling me everything but a child of God. I'm not going to let y'all call me everything but a child of God. I'm just saying. Girl! Listen, you know them men must have been real depraved. I don't mean to talk about people, but I don't see these 4 out here winning beauty contests nowhere, no time soon. I'm just gonna be honest. So you know the men was probably backed up, hadn't had no cooch in a while. Baby, listen. Listen. Baby shark doo. They said, I don't give a damn what you look like. As long as you bend over and I'm giving you back shots, it don't matter what your face look like. Listen, back shots Becky might be one of the ugliest women on earth, but that don't matter because when you give her back shots, you can't see her face anyway. I'm just saying, come through back shots Becky, back shots Belinda. I'm just saying. Girl. In this case, back shots Breacia, because that's the one who was doing it. Which one of these y'all think is Laquana? Laquana is the one that was sending coochie and titty pics and ass pics. Breacia is the one who got her box beat in. Which one you think is Breacia? Okay. This one right here is number 1. This one over here with the blonde is number 2. This one down here in the bottom left is number 3. And this one down here in the bottom right is number 4. Which one is Laquana, who was just sending the pics on the phone, and which one is Breacia that actually went through with getting her womb plunged, getting her box beat in? I just want to know which one y'all think is which. Now, for my money, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with number 3 being Breacia. Breacia, the one who got her box beat in, is number 3 to me. Laquana is number 4. The two at the top, I don't think they them the cigarettes and phones. That's cigarettes and phone. But the two at the bottom, them the ones that I think is the one. Mm-hmm. I think Breacia is number 3 and Laquana is number 4. I'm just saying. Although I think y'all go with number 2, because she got that septum ring. So y'all think she a freak anyway. Wait, chicken pot pie. Where we get chicken pot pie from? Girl. Child. Anyway. I don't know what to tell y'all. Ladies, come with God or go to jail. I don't know what to tell y'all. Let's go to some pop culture. The BeyHive is officially mad. Where's So Jeff? So Jeff, come up out of these good bushes. Come up out of these good bushes, So Jeff. Bruh. Don't hide now. You are an executive board member of the BeyHive. You was over here telling us you knew your girl was gonna be there. You knew that your girl. Where's So Jeff? Don't hide now, So Jeff. You told us that you knew that your girl was gonna be there last night. You told us that you knew that your girl was gonna be there last night. Where was Beyonce Skank last night? Where the hell was Beyonce Skank? Listen. Let me tell y'all something. Harvey Levin had a meeting this morning, early this morning, and fired half the staff. They had to put out a statement last night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific, 12:30 Eastern, saying we got to lay our cards down. We got this one wrong. Really, TMZ? Because the people go to y'all as a source of truth. And y'all around here putting out false narratives and false statements. The people want to know. TMZ, y'all got this wrong. Harvey Levin is out here throwing out pink slips like Skittles, okay? You get a pink slip. You get a pink slip. You get a pink slip like Oprah did with the cars. Baby, everybody getting fired. Somebody's got to get fired because y'all put this out there, and once TMZ put it out there, dozens of other outlets took that as a source of truth and reported on it as well. Y'all had the BeyHive over here. They was all excited. They was damn near climactic, nutting in their clothes. Okay? Ciao. Girl. A lot of people got fired this morning. A lot of people woke up this morning and don't got no job. And I don't blame Harvey Levin because this was a major mistake. In terms of the world of journalism, this is DEFCON 1. This is threat level red. This is as bad as it gets in terms of journalism. Last night was one of the biggest nights of this year, probably of the last several years. Okay. Y'all came out here with this major announcement about one of the biggest people on the face of the planet showing up at one of the biggest event right now, only for it to be not to be true. Y'all, somebody got to be fired. A whole lot of people got to be fired. I'm just being honest. So, and then TMZ and the news notwithstanding, what the fuck was you doing last night, Beyonce Skank, that you couldn't get your stinking ass the fuck out of bed and show the fuck up? I'm wondering now, what the fuck was you at, Beyonce? I mean, it's cute for you to say, girl, you could use my music. This was a historic moment last night when a black woman, for the first time in the history of these yet to be United States of America, that a black woman accepted the nomination from a major party. So just don't come here and talk about keep it cute. Y'all got it wrong. This skank sat her ass at home eating, moo-moos and not being there. You were supposed to carry your ass down there. See, this is the difference between these artists today, black artists today, and our black artists of yesteryear. Because the black artists of yesteryear knew the assignment. They knew there were moments in our history where they needed to be there, because music is just as important to the black culture as our politicians. It goes synonymous. Just like you had every black religious leader was there at the DNC. You had all of the major players that were there. You owe it as the biggest black star in all of the world, Beyonce, to carry your stinking ass down to the goddamn Chicago, get in one of y'all private jets, show your ass up, and call it a goddamn day. That don't cost you nothing. If anything, that goes a long way to help you. Your raggedy ass out here hawking liquor for $100 a bottle. You could have sold some of your liquor for $100 a bottle. What the fuck was you doing? What was that important that you couldn't carry your ass here? And I don't want to hear nothing from the BeyHive. Y'all can kiss my ass, BeyHive. I don't give a shit. She deserves all of the criticism, because what the fuck were you doing, Beyonce Skank, that you couldn't bring your ass down to Chicago? What the fuck were you doing? Watching on TV? Girl, I can't. I promise you, if Beyonce lobs a call to the Harris Walls campaign and said, "Hey, I'd love to be able to show up on Thursday and sing a song for the vice president," I promise you they would have moved heaven and earth. They would have moved fucking heaven and earth. See, y'all want to praise this heifer. She's been having misstep after misstep. I told you she wasn't shit after the Super Bowl when Usher's trying to have his moment, and this whore releases a whole album and takes all of the shine off of Usher, who is doing his big moment. And she says, "Well, fuck you, Usher. I'm just going to put a commercial out and tell the people I released the album and get everybody's eyes off of y'all." She is showing her narcissism. Beyonce, your slip is showing, sweetheart. Like the old ladies used to say, your slip is showing. I saw you for who you was a long time ago. But some of these delusional BeyHive members, they caught up in the rapture of love. I don't know what the fuck they got going on, but somebody need to tell her, you've been making quite a few missteps, sweetheart. Ain't nobody going out there and buying no $100 liquor, because I don't know you for liquor. All of your other business ventures outside of singing ain't been good. Your clothing line was trash. Nobody buys them clothing. I am a liquor drinker. I'm not paying $100 for something that you done came out with. We don't know that you know a goddamn thing about no goddamn liquor. Why the fuck am I buying liquor for Beyonce? And then you had an opportunity to have a huge moment, both for you and for this campaign, and you sat your stinking ass at home like, girl, I can't be bothered. Girl, I can't. But that's y'all, girl. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Why y'all mad at TMZ for using that picture? She took the picture, because I don't know what's going on with this black eyeshadow or whatever, just black on these eyes. I don't know what's going on with this picture, Beyonce. But girl, I'm gonna give it to you. Girl. Beyonce, I'm sure the people love you down But this was a missed opportunity, Beyonce. This is not good on your part. As much as TMZ is at fault, you still should have been your ass down. You should have been your ass the fuck down. I'm sorry. Go with God, ma'am. Ray J is mad at Erica Mena and calling her racist. But Ray J, we know that Erica Mena is racist. She's been racist since we first met her. But I guess I got to show y'all what he's talking about. Here's the video. I know really be getting ready to go live in just a second. So we almost done though. We got like one more story after this. Let me show y'all the video. Hold your line. Hold your line. Wait, what? Oh, goddamn. Where's the goddamn video? Why did it just take me to... Oh, goddamn it. Shit. Oh, God. What the fuck is the video? Oh, here it is right here. All right. All right, here we go. Here's the video. Let me see if I can make this big. All right. Here's the video.
Oh, talk your shit, Lone. Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to say that. Now they're gonna be mad at me. Stop playing with me. All of y'all motherfuckers. I'm not on that. Oh, talk your shit, Lone. Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to say that. Now they're gonna be mad at me. Stop playing with me. All of y'all motherfuckers. I'm not.
What do y'all want me to say? I have dog walked this woman over and over and over. Between her and the Cardi B's of the world and all of these other chicks out here, they are in the box of deplorables. They belong in the box of deplorables. I remember when she had the situation with Spice on Love and Hip Hop, and y'all was out here trying to defend this whore and try to make her seem like it wasn't that bad. She is who she is. She's a horrible, vile human being. She's vile. She's a vile human being. There's no redeeming qualities about her. None. I could ceremoniously dog walk her like I had. I remember after the situation with Ice Spice, I spent 30 minutes dog walking this woman. But I ain't got the type of energy. I'm not gonna let you get me all caught up. I ain't got this type of time. I don't have this type of time. Okay. Go with God. I can't. I can't. In our last story of the day, y'all out here bothering Keith Lee again. Keith Lee is over in the DMV area. He says this is his last U.S. Food tour for a while because he's about to go tour outside of the country because he about sick of you bastards. Because every time he say something, y'all get y'all panties in a bunch, and he about sick of you bastards. Okay. So he says he's taking his talents over to Europe and to Asia and other places so he could taste the food out there because he about sick of y'all. Now, cutie extraordinaire Keith Lee is taking flack because he says that all of the restaurants in the DMV area pretty much only caters to people that drink. That's what he said. And the people are mad. He said, quote, "It's been very hard to find restaurants, in my opinion. All the restaurants are geared directly towards alcohol. If you don't drink, it seemed like it's slim pickings." End of quote. Baby, I don't know. He then went on to say, "I don't drink, so I'm hungry." End of quote. I don't have those problems, Keith. Listen, I drank heavily, so I never have a problem because when I go places, you better have a full bar. Because if you don't have a full bar, I might walk out. Now, the people are doing like Brown Mama is doing and dog walking Keith Lee. You know, y'all love dog walking Keith Lee. Y'all be giving Keith Lee the blues. Do you hear me? Y'all, Keith, they be giving Keith Lee the blues. The man just be out here giving his opinion, and y'all be mad at him because he telling y'all how he feel. Girl. He over in the DMV area. He in the DC area right now. Now they say he's supposed to be going up to Baltimore, and then after that he gonna be done. And then he's going out of the country to start doing food tours out of the country because he can't do it with you people no more. Keith, listen, Keith, I love you down. You need me to talk. You need somebody to talk to about it. Just come on over here, Keith. We can have a whole long conversation about it. I even cook you up something if you need. I heard you could cook too, and so I'll let you cook too. I'm gonna just rub your booty a little bit because you know he got a big old booty. I heard he got I heard the people say they think he got a big old piece of meat too. I'd love to see it. But anyway, Keith. Quake say liquor make the food taste better, Keith. I'm just saying. Morgan say so because the restaurant serving a little drink you can't eat. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just reading the comments, Keith. Don't be mad at me. Listen, Keith. If I was you, Keith, I wouldn't even read the comments. I would just put my videos out there. Like it or love it. If you mad, oh well. I don't know, Keith. You do realize that there are a lot of people that go to these restaurants that don't drink and they still just go get something to eat. You don't have to have a drink when you go to these restaurants. You do realize that, right? I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. Keith, going on over there to Europe and Asia and Africa and do your tours over there. Leave these people over here alone. The people over here ain't about shit. Okay? I'm just going to be honest. Now, when you leave and go over there, then they're going to be begging you to come back so they can get some more customers. For all of the good that you done did for all of these restaurants, bringing them more customers, bringing them more business, the people still be dog walking you, and you ain't doing nothing but trying to help the people. Y'all always be dragging the people that ain't doing nothing but trying to help the people. Keith, go on. Don't even listen. When you come back stateside, don't even go get nothing to eat. Cook at your house and tell these bastards to kiss your ass and die slowly. I mean, if you want me to, I'll kiss your ass a little bit if you need me to, Keith. I'm just saying. If you just want me to, I'll do it for Keith. Keith, I will. If you need me to, I will. I'm just saying. But look at the people in the chat. Even the people in my chat is dog walking you, Keith. I'm sorry you got to go through this, Keith. Because I don't feel like that. I feel like if that's your opinion, then let that be your opinion, Keith. I ain't trying to make you listen, Keith. If that was your experience, live in it. We here for it, Keith. Keith. Child. I understand he's a married man, Harold. However, I understand sometimes you don't just want to eat vanilla ice cream for the rest of your life. You might want to get some butter pecan up in there. You might want some Rocky Road ice cream, okay? You might want cookies and cream. You might want sorbet every now and again. You don't want vanilla ice cream every day for the rest of your life. It kind of gets boring. I'm just saying. Grr. God, Harold, how dare you talk about me, Harold? They say you, Harold, down to the Alabama. They said you be having the married men all fawning over you, Harold. That's what the people told me. I ain't said you be getting with them, but I heard, Harold, they said your milkshake bring all the married men's to the yard. That's what they told me, Harold. I ain't want to believe them. I'm just saying. That's what they told me, Harold. Vicious lies. Mm-hmm. He better be back in the U.S. before he trashes restaurants in Lagos. He thinks we go after him, bad child. I don't know, Ronald. I don't be around there. Listen. Keith said he's here for all of the smoke. Y'all fuck around and find out. Keith said if y'all want to roll up on him, he's ready. The man says his goddamn hands are licensed weapons. He wasn't in the MMF all them years for nothing. Fuck around and find out. That's what he said. I'm just telling y'all what Keith said. That's what Keith said. You know who y'all mad at? That's what he said. Keith said, listen, I was over here down to the UFC and the MMA fucking bitches up. And if y'all want to find out, I can damn show y'all. I don't know. Y'all over here fighting with Keith. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, Keith. So if you come over here, all you getting is good loving. And you're going to get your eyes good and rolled back. Because I promise you, if you come over here, your eyes will be as good as rolled back by the time I get through. Mm-hmm. Eyes will be as good as rolled back. Mm-hmm. Eyes in the back of your head. All I'm seeing is the whites of your eyes. Mm-hmm. Looking like a goddamn zombie. Eyes in the back of your head. That's what's going on around these spots. You get anywhere near me, your eyes going to be in the back of your head. I'm just trying to tell you what I know, Keith. I'm just trying to tell you what I know. Anyway. Girl. Keith, just make sure you take you some security. You got money, Keith, so make sure you take security over there. Make sure, I'm just saying, have a security detail, honey. I'm just saying, you never can be too careful, honey. So, not be disappointed in 2 seconds. I ain't no 2 second man. Just saying. I'm like Trina. What Trina said in the song 1 Minute Man, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Hell nah, to please me. You gotta sleep in it. Ow! Yes, Trina. Tell her 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Hell nah, to please me. You gotta sleep in it. Ow! Yes. That was my part. Come on, Missy Elliott, 1 Minute Man featuring Trina. Drop the videos after you leave. What videos? Child. I am pure and chaste. Videos? There's no video evidence of me doing anything. Yeah. Anyway. That's all we got for y'all today. I wasn't even expecting to be on here this long. I said I'm about to do a good hour and 15 minutes. And we've been on here an hour and 52 minutes. We about to get out of here. I know Really B is supposed to be going live. She might already be live. Is Really B live yet? Is she live yet? Is my girl live yet? Is my girl live yet? Is my girl live yet? Oh, she live? All right. We about to get out of here. Listen, I'm about to send y'all over there. As I always say, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged and much appreciated. There's some new people. I know Ronald. I know Ronald, Miss Cookie Ray, and several other people have recently became members. Don't forget, hey, Miss Pretty Amazing. Don't forget to send me a DM on Instagram so I can add you to the members only chat and you can join the party there. That's all I got for y'all. We will be live on Sunday, not tomorrow, but we'll do Silly Saturday on Sunday. So lay around for that. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.